The color panel and color picker are usually the first places people go to apply color to artwork in Illustrator. They provide numerous modes of color to choose from, and they allow you to quickly apply the color that you pick. Let's take a closer look. I'm beginning this video with the color.ai file already open on my computer. And I'm going to zoom in so that I can see more detail of some of these icons in here. And we can see that we do have some color that is being applied, but we really need to add some color, especially to these palm trees and these other trees as well. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on one of these trees at the top here. And I'm using my direct selection tool because many of these items are grouped. So if I click on these with my selection tool, you'll notice that the whole item is grouped. And you'll also notice in the fill color that we get a question mark. And that's an indicator that there are multiple values and it can't display the value of more than one color. So we can either double click to go into isolation mode, or we can just use our selection tool to select the top of the trees. Now, to access the color picker, in either the stroke or fill indicator, we can just double click and that's going to open up our color picker. And the color picker allows us to choose color based on HSB or hue, saturation, brightness, RGB, which is red, green, and blue, and CMYK, which is cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. You can also choose based on hexadecimal values as well. Now, in addition, you can just go through your hues of color right here, and you can click in here to pick the different shades of that hue. So you can drag to make your colors darker, and so on and so forth. But you can also type in a value. So if I know exactly what value I want, I'll come over here in the CMYK field, and I'm going to type 97, 55, 82, and 71. And I'm just using the Tab key on my keyboard to jump from one field to the next. So when I go ahead and click OK, you can see that we've now applied that green color to that shape. Now, what we can do, I'm going to come over here to this shape, and when I click on it, it changes back to black because that's the current color. So let's go ahead and double click on the fill indicator again. And I'm going to come in here to the CMYK fields, and we're going to type 97, 55, 82, and 71. And that's going to apply the correct color. Now, while we're in this dialog box, I want to point out that in the latest version of Illustrator, we now have a color swatches button. And swatches are different from what we're doing right now, but it's a great way for us to search for swatch colors that we've already created in our document. So just be aware of that, that's a new feature in the color picker in this version of Illustrator. Now I'm going to go back to the color models button, and we have the correct color chosen, so we'll go ahead and click OK. Now, I don't want to keep typing in those values every single time. So one way that I could do this is I can click on the fill indicator and I can drag it and drop it onto an object. So that's another way that I can apply this green color to these objects. And you can see that it's fairly quick to do, and it's fairly easy to do as well. Now, when we get to the palm trees are made up of multiple components. So that's going to be a little bit trickier for me to do. So what I would have to do there is I would have to select more than one item. So I'm going to go ahead and select several of these palm tree branches here. And this time I'm going to go to my color panel. And the color panel is similar to the color picker. We have the color ramp down here. So we can kind of click in the color ramp right here, and that's going to apply whatever value is assigned there. And in this color panel, I can also go to the panel menu and choose between grayscale, RGB, HSB, CMYK, and of course WebSafe RGB as well, which is the hexadecimal value. Now, because I'm in a CMYK document, we can see that right here. I'm going to go to the panel menu and choose CMYK. Now, I can also type the values in here. So in these fields, I'm going to go ahead and type 97, 55, 82, and 71. Press Enter to commit my change. And now we have those applied as well. So there's an easy way for us to apply these colors to artwork inside of Illustrator. And in this color panel, we can also use the same drag and drop method as well. So I currently have some items selected, but I can go up here into the fill color in the color panel, and I can drag and drop to apply these colors this way as well. So it might make it a little bit faster if I were to merge these components together. It would make it a little bit easier for me to fill with the correct color. As you can see, the color panel is powerful and easy to use and allows you to apply color to objects quickly and easily.